Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom ended on the pretty bold statement that dinosaurs would be wild and free by the start of the next film. This was illustrated on the big screen with an assortment of shots of the prehistoric beasts on the mainland. Rexy roaring at the lion and the Mosasaurus picking at a surfer to dine on are a couple of notable examples that come to mind. However, I don't really think that these loose dinos are going to be the biggest threat in the 6th film in the series. In my opinion, an even more compelling issue that our characters will have to face will more than likely be of the dinosaurs that were sold at the auction in Fallen Kingdom. We're led to believe that these dinosaurs have fallen into the wrong hands by the end of the film, and their roles in the 3rd Jurassic World movie is what I'm going to assume plays the biggest part in that film's story. In the second act of Fallen Kingdom, we witness Eli Mills' dinosaur auction take place. Here, we see 3 known animals sold to the buyers. These are an Ankylosaurus, a Baryonyx, and a juvenile Allosaurus. More dinosaurs were in fact sold and shipped out at the auction, but their identities have yet to be revealed to the general public. I'm going to go ahead and assume that most of them were carnivores or really heavily armored herbivores, mainly because of the dialogue that Gunnar Eversole shares with Mills just before the auction takes place. It would appear that most of those that were in attendance were looking for animals that they could use for defensive or offensive purposes. The junior novelization of Fallen Kingdom takes that one step further, with its reveal that someone wanted to buy 2 carnivores for a dinosaur deathmatch. Not everyone would be looking for savage animals though, with another line of dialogue in the movie revealing that a character was interested in buying a baby Triceratops for his son. After taking this information into account, I'd like to jump ahead to the end of the auction where Dr. Henry Wu can be seen visibly upset that Mills has decided to sell his Indoraptor prototype to a Russian arms dealer. Eli's reason for selling the creature was built on Wu's ability to just clone a new batch. If they needed more Indoraptors, he said they'd just make some more, while Henry understood that if his prototype was out in the world and others wanted more, they too would just replicate what he's done. Now, in my opinion, this is going to be one of the main story components for Jurassic World 3. Dinosaurs are no longer relegated to simply being trapped on the 2 islands Masrani owns. Now, they've been shipped from Nublar and sold off to people who reside in places all over the world. And with Wu's statement of genetic power going open source if anyone got their hands on his latest creation, I think we can safely assume that if someone wants some more berries, Ankies, or Allos, all they'll have to do is whip up a new batch. As of 2018, they've gained access to the DNA, and have nothing to really stop them from starting up their own little dinosaur factories. The one thing that stopped Wu from doing this himself was the fact that the FBI raided his office and his credentials were stripped from him after the events of Jurassic World. All of this is documented on the Dinosaur Protection Group's website, and there was actually a scene shot for Fallen Kingdom that involved Dr. Wu being chased out of a government building after he was found guilty of being responsible for the creation of the Indominus Rex, which many people held accountable for the high death toll of Jurassic World. As such, Wu didn't exactly have much to work with in Fallen Kingdom, but now, it's safe to assume that some of InGen's rival companies could very well get their hands on some DNA straight from the tap of a living dinosaur, meaning illegal cloning could very well be widespread across the globe by the time Jurassic World 3 hits theaters in 2021. Now, even though this is all just what I'm assuming will go down in the next movie, I want to reiterate that this is what Colin Trevorrow has stated that he wanted to do since the beginning. And with dinosaurs now being scattered across the world at the end of the second part of the trilogy, I think this very well could be where we start the end of the series. But what about all of you guys? What direction do you think the 3rd movie will go? And what do you think will happen to the dinosaurs that were sold at the auction? I'd love to know your thoughts and predictions in the comments down below. Now, before I go, I want to thank my game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives. I'd also like to thank all of my park workers and InGen hunters as well. Words can't really express how awesome it is to have you guys tell me how much you enjoy the stuff I do, and I seriously am eternally grateful for every shred of support that you've shown me. Honestly guys, it means the world. Now I'd like to thank you all for watching this video, and hope that you all enjoy today's content. If you feel like I deserve it, I would appreciate the like, and hope that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in hearing from me again. I'll see you all in the next video, guys. And as always, take it easy.